2006. Texas has been there 3 straight years. And Rachel Adams has been there for every one of them. Can she get back for a 4th consecutive try?
If she has it her way in the way that she's attacking, I think she's just telling Hannah Allison to put the ball up because she wants to go to San Antonio.
Solo block from Hudson, read well. Texas pulls within 1.
You won't see that a lot from Van Orden setting that ball low because she really does connect well with all of her hitters, so that was a rare mistake by her.
Getting some great rallies here from both teams. And Reeves, 3 straight attempts, and she cannot terminate.
And you got to speak about McNeil when that play happened. She was there on the block. She was excited. The timing was perfect.
All tied up. Yogi to serve for the Longhorns. Love is long this time. Texas takes the lead. Michael Sealy wants to talk it over. UCLA losing some of their momentum. The Longhorns on a 4-0 run. Teams are fighting hard. A trip to the finals in San Antonio on the line. Who will survive? Advance. Who will be the first to punch their ticket to San Antonio? Texas up by 1 over UCLA, but Florida State had 4 players in double-figure kills last night. Can they get past Iowa State? After that, you'll see Florida host Illinois and USC and Pepperdine out in Hawaii, midnight Eastern on ESPNU. Who do you like tonight? Who do you like in these finals?
I really can't say, but I really do like the way that Illinois and Florida are matching up. And again, in these regionals, you hate to see that there was such an awesome gameplay between USC and Hawaii because you would think that that would be the national championship game, the way those 2 teams fought.
Reeves with a nice kill. You know, there was some consternation when the brackets came out. Some people thought USC, who was the final #1 team in the coaches poll, they got a very low seed. People were not happy about that. But how do you feel the brackets have played out?
Well, they got a very low seed, and then they got a very difficult region going into Hawaii. 10,000 fans plus playing with Hawaii, and can't take anything away from Hawaii because they played great yesterday. It was just USC coming out on top.
Texas takes 1-point lead off the McNeil kill. She's got 8 today. Such terrific offense in the first 2 sets, but it's been a much different story here in set number 3 as Kidder gets the kill.
I think the difference in this set alone is that these teams are battling back and forth between errors, not successes. They each have 6 and 8 errors, and that shows with their team hitting percentage.
A big drop off. UCLA hitting just 138, Texas 174. Oh, missed time from Allison. That's the second time we've seen that. She's young. In fact, Coach Jarrett Elliott saying these are just a bunch of puppies sometimes, very young team.
And what you have to admire about Hudson is that she really tries really hard to transition. She transitioned the first time, but the second time it just did not connect.
Allison, a sophomore, Hudson, a freshman. Oh, but there is no doubt that was upper-class kill right there. Ashley Bannister.
There was no way anybody was going to touch that ball. She knew where she wanted it on the floor, and that's what happened. That was amazing.
She's been a terrific substitution. We did not see her play yesterday in that 4-set match against Kentucky.
But that just shows how deep Texas's bench is.
Amber Robertson, the 6'2" senior, one of the few seniors, only 2 make that 3 on this Longhorn squad. in volleyball when she was in 8th grade, and her friend forced her to go and try out for the team. She didn't want to, but she says that Caitlin Preby made her do it, and boy, is she glad, because she fell in love with it and has been playing ever since.
Shout out to Caitlin Preby.
Because we've enjoyed watching Rachel. Thanks, Caitlin. And there's Webster. They need her to get some touches here, close this thing out.
And again, so many threats for Texas. We really need and want to see her come out and play a little better. She's getting all of her contacts and getting her kills, but the contact for Webster needs to be there, and her kills need to be a little bit padded.
Kidder gets the kill, and just to reiterate your point, Bailey Webster with 9 kills so far tonight for Texas. But last night, she had 17 kills. She was much more active. What do you think the difference has been?
She was on fire yesterday against a very, very, very good team. Today, it shows how deep Texas's bench is, that they can come in. Roberson had an impressive night last night. Bannister's coming out playing terrific for Texas. Just need those 3 key players to stay consistent.
Good dig from McNeil. Here's Webster. Rachel Adams again leads the team in kills for the Longhorns tonight.
And again, UCLA really can't do much about that, because she is well over the block. She knows where to place it. She knows where the ball is going to be open and where the holes are.
A finalist for the Lowe's Senior Class Award. She's been academic all Big 12. Just a terrific student athlete as UCLA gets the point.
Again, that slide for UCLA is working, so they really need to stick to it, because Texas has not made that adjustment on the block yet.
Guerra with the serve. Awkwardly set. And Webster blocked back into her own court. A little confusion that time as UCLA able to take advantage of a couple of Longhorns on the floor.
Mike Seeley said they wanted to get Texas in those long rallies because they're so used to just terminating the ball. They get into these long rallies, they can't sustain and win the point.
So the Bruins take a 2-point lead here in the 3rd set. Well, tomorrow, ESPNU has a doubleheader. Should be some good basketball. The Maggie Dixon Classic featuring some of the top teams in the country at 11 Eastern. Brittany Griner and the #1 ranked Baylor Lady Bears meet St. John's. Then at 1 Eastern, DePaul takes on Pat Summitt and the Lady Vols. The Maggie Dixon Classic on ESPNU tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Had a chance to see Kentucky on Thursday night. They are ranked 10th in the country, and they upset Duke, the 5th-ranked team. They had it over at Rupp Arena, 14,000 plus on hand, and Matthew Mitchell has got this Kentucky hoop squad going on. I was so impressed with his young ladies. Kentucky volleyball having the best season that they have had probably in school history. You're from up the road in Louisville, and you think that that's really the key.
And it is, and Coach Skinner has done an amazing job with this program. When he's come in, he's revamped it. He's gotten the girls in that he really loves to coach and play with. Very coachable girls, good program for Kentucky going forward.
Yesterday, Kentucky gave Texas all they could handle. And around the country, it was just a terrific day of volleyball. Carly Jensen, look at this stat line. 19 kills, 12 digs. Kelly Murphy getting it done for Florida with a triple-double. At Florida State, 4 players had double-figure digs versus Purdue.
I've watched Florida State play several times, and they are very impressive. They have to be happy with what's going on over there with Coach Poole.
Coach of the Year candidate for sure. But she didn't execute and pushes it wide out of bounds. Texas pulls within a point.
Again, coaches can't be mad at that because you see what Love was trying to do with the ball. Can't be mad.
Michael Seeley trying to get the Bruins to the finals. He was an All-American setter for the Bruins back in 1993, most outstanding player of the national championship, so he knows what it takes. And Bannister back in for Texas. Coach Elliott must have liked what he saw from her early on. Here she is again. And with the point off the block.
Very impressive. Again, that deep bench for Texas. We got Bannister coming off of that bench and making it happen on the offensive side.
Bannister, 4 kills coming in off the bench for Texas. Glove blocked, but recovers. Great dig from Palmer, but no, over the net. It looked so good, and it just kept sailing on her. Tied at a set apiece. We are going down to the wire here in set number 3. UCLA trying to get to the finals. Texas wants to get back to San Antonio for the 4th consecutive year to the national championships. Who wants it more?
Again, when all things considered, they go to Rachel Adams, and she's been very successful. You can't really say who wants it more, because I believe the hardest thing is to get to the Final Four, not just play in it. It's very hard to get there.
Coach Jarrett Elliott said this is the hardest 24 hours in coaching. Quick turnaround, high competition, and a lot on the line. Out of bounds. Point UCLA. Room for mistakes. It's growing short right now. Jarrett Elliott has been terrific in his 11th season, Big 12 Coach of the Year.
He didn't look very happy on that.
Great save from Todorovic. Kidder terminates.
This transition volleyball for UCLA has been working. Again, you see Hudson nowhere to be found on the block. She really needs to work on that if she wants to get some blocks on Kidder.
Oh, and a service ace at a critical moment. Her 39th of the year for Bojana Todorovic, the junior out of Irvine, California. You've been impressed all weekend with her focus and intensity. And they are calling that for Texas. They're saying there was a violation for the Bruins. UCLA had started to celebrate, but it was too early. Texas.
The refs just said that the block came off of UCLA and touched the antenna instead of the other way around.
Well, now they can celebrate. They put Texas away in the 3rd set. Texas in command in the 1st. The Bruins had momentum in the 2nd, and they keep it in the 3rd. They're up 2-1 over the #1 seed, Texas Longhorns. We'll be back with set 4 in Lexington.